Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and we'll do another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements for the week ending December 4th, 2011. And whoa, it's December already and the year is almost over. By the way, as you can probably see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news that we're going to be taking a look at this week has to do with the newly announced game called R.O.D.E. The news is that NetGame announced a brand new free-to-play MMORPG called R.O.D.E, which actually stands for Rise of the Dragonian Era. In the video in the background it says War of the Dragons, but it's the same exact game. I guess this video was before they decided a name, and based on the game's name, you can already tell dragons are a big part of the game, and that big part of the game is that you can actually ride dragons in game. And not just ride them, there's actually mounted combat in the game as well as mounted aerial combat. But aside from that, the core gameplay looks very similar to other fantasy-themed MMORPGs. Unfortunately guys, NetGame has not released any release schedules for the game, so hopefully it should be coming soon, but there is no concrete date. The next bit of news guys comes on November 28th and is about Land of Chaos Online. The news is that the game's latest expansion pack, Evolution, has launched on all servers. The expansion adds a new city in the game called R.O.D.E, which is actually a persistent area for the game, which is actually a unique twist on the game because it's actually an MMO, but it has a persistent area now as well. Also including the update is Touchdown Mode, which is a new game mode added in this update, which is football inspired. On top of all that, the game has a lot of under-the-radar style updates, which improve the game's client, improve the UI, as well as improve the game's matchmaking system. And if you actually haven't heard of Land of Chaos Online, it's actually a MOBA style game, except with a third-person camera. It's a really unique twist on the MOBA genre. And the game is by A La Playa. Up next guys, on November 30th, 2011, Games Campus released a new Tour Golf Online trailer. As you can probably guess by the game's name, it's actually a golfing MMO, and is apparently a pretty big deal. The game is built on the CryEngine 3 engine, which is definitely a pretty powerful graphical engine, as you can probably see right now. Plus, the game was developed with the help of members of the Korean Professional Golfers Association. So yeah guys, that's some serious golfing. I didn't really know Koreans loved golf that much. I mean, wow, we have Shot Online, we have Pongya, but Pongya isn't really like a realistic golfing game. I'm sure the Korean Golfers Association would not really approve. However, this game actually has really top-notch graphics and really nice golf course apparently, and will feature realistic graphics, weather, equipment, and courses. Games Campus did not set a release date for the game, so there's still no official word on when the game will actually launch. Also, why is the game called Tour Golf Online? Why not Golf Tour Online? Would that make more sense? I don't know. Up next guys, also November 30th, 2011, Eden Eternal adds 2 new races and more. This bit of news was actually released last week, this patch, but however, Area Games sent out a press release about the update on November 30th, which is a bit odd. 2 new races included in this update are the Bear-like Urson and the Childlike Halfkin. The update also expands the game's character limit from 3 to 6, as well as the new Alpaca coin system. And if you haven't actually given Eden Eternal a chance yet, definitely give the game a try. It's actually a pretty legit game with a really unique multi-classing system. Next bit of news, also November 30th, 2011, is actually pretty cool, and it's about Fiesta Online. And the news is that Outspark is actually launching a browser-based client in North America for Fiesta Online. So the game Fiesta Online will be playable entirely on the browser. And the game itself is actually over 1 GB, so seeing the game playable on the browser is definitely pretty awesome. And the browser-based and client-based version of Fiesta Online will be the exact same apparently, with the browser-based version coming out in the next few months. And yeah, there's no specific trailer for this update, however there's the Trickster trailer playing in the background right now. I do think eventually any MMORPG or any PC game will be playable on the browser without a huge download, but we'll see. Up next guys, on December 1st, 2011, Tribes Ascend receives a new game mode called Team Deathmatch. Keep in mind though guys, Tribes Ascend is still in closed beta, but the new game mode is definitely adds some variety to the game. Team Deathmatch is available on 2 maps, Dry Dock Night and Crossfire. Hi-Res Studios has not announced when the game will be launching into open beta quite yet, but the game is definitely a lot of fun right now in CBT, and I'm actually looking forward to it in open beta. Next up guys, also on December 1st, 2011, TQ Digital announced an expansion pack to Conquer Online called Invasion of Pirates. Scheduled to launch in January 2012, the update will introduce a new pirate-themed content to the MMORPG. Including the update guys is a new pirate class as well as new maps, as well as items and quests, which all of course fit the pirate theme. And again guys, the update will launch sometime in January 2012, so it is coming actually real soon. Well guys, that's it for MMO news, but as for games launching soon, we have nothing to look at, but as for games recently launched, we have several titles to look at, and the first one is Dragon Soul Online, which began its open beta on November 29th, 2011. The game is published by Nyanga, and it boasts itself as a PvP-themed MMORPG with 8 warring factions and an in-game politics system. The game boasts that there's over 1,000 quests and over 50 maps, zones, and dungeons to explore, which actually isn't that many. One thing that the game does offer is mounted combat where players can actually fight each other on mounts. And I actually have to say that because mounted combat is pretty self-explanatory. Next up guys, on December 1st, 2011, War of the Immortals from Perfect World Entertainment launches into open beta. Now don't get the game confused with Battle of the Immortals, it is called War of the Immortals, and it is a bit different, and I'll have a first look on that real soon. But even since the game is closed beta, it's added new gear, new upgradable skills, as well as an increased level cap. And War of the Immortals is the second game in the Immortals franchise from Perfect World. And as I mentioned earlier, the game will coexist with Battle of the Immortals. It's not like one game will be shutting down, the other one replacing it. Both games will be running at the same time. Up next, guys, also on December 1st, 2011, SD Gundam Capsule Fighter Online launches into open beta. It's actually a game that's been anticipated for quite a while now. It's been out in South Korea since 2007, but it finally launched in the US and Canada through OG Planet. I've already done 2 videos for the game, but as you can see from the trailer playing in the background, the game plays a bit like Cosmic Break as well as X-Steel, kind of chibi version of X-Steel. The game features over 350 different Gundam units, each with its unique set of stats, weapons, movement style, customizable options, and more. The game's PvP options support up to 12 players at once, across over 30 maps and various game modes. Next and last game that launched this week, guys, is Lineage 2 from NCSoft, and the game is actually over like 7 years old now, but the game launched as a free-to-play title on November 30th, 2011. Also on November 30th, they launched a Goddess of Destruction update for Lineage 2, which adds a whole bunch of new content to the game. And much like DC Universe Online, when that went free-to-play, the Lineage 2 servers have been swamped with players since going free. I plan to do my first look for the game real soon. Anyway, guys, that's it for MMO news and announcements for the week ending December 4th, 2011. Now, if you want to read about or learn more about any of the news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. And if you want to discuss anything in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway, guys, this is Omer, signing off.